What's up, everybody? This is Frank Salas, also known as Talented Mr. Salas. I am on location here in Playa del Carmen with my boy, with me, Angelito, Eddie, Angel, Silva. So, as you guys know, part of my duty to you guys is to bring you people who are producing in the social media marketing agency space. And this is definitely a producer. We're going to talk a lot about sales, lead generation. I mean, look at this guy. He's the face of the business. You know, he's the guy. So without further ado, Eddie, introduce yourself to everybody.
Hi, what's up, guys? My name is Eddie Angel Silva. I've been in this business for about a year and a half now. It's been a lot of fun. Lots of crazy experimentation, and I found out a lot about things about business. Especially you learn a lot as you go. That's more than anything. That's what happens with this business, especially because it's ever changing, and you're constantly learning. So I mean, I constantly I advise you guys to keep an open mind. Always have a student mentality. But yeah, my name is Eddie Angel Silva, and I'm happy to be here with Frank.
Yes, sir. So you've been in this for a year, and when you got into this, what drew you into this?
Bro, dude, I was being real with myself more than anything, man, because I was in college at the time, and I was like, man, people are graduating, dude. Like, no one has jobs. There's just, like, a lot of people weren't finding opportunities. So I'm like, you know what, man? I got to make my own. So I started looking online and searching for things that I could either sell or make money off of, in general. And then I came across the whole social media marketing, platform type of deal. And I was like, okay, well, let me look into this. And then as I looked into it even more, I realized, I didn't really need capital to start it. I didn't need any money to like throw into anything. I didn't need any overhead. I could work from home. And I was just like, this is actually kind of perfect. Let me look into it even more. And so I just, dove in. I used to be a broke college student, and it was just, that was my mentality. I mean, how do I start a business with no cash,
I love it. So how old are you?
Me, I'm 22, man.
Young buck, man. Young buck. So when I was 22, I had to go to and this was back in 2009 when I was 22. So I'm 30, dude. I didn't have the opportunity that you have. And I was entrepreneur minded, and I had to start my first business with a brick and mortar. And I had to, pay rents. I had to pay salaries, pay employees, pay for product. And that kept me, not broke, but always on the treadmill for like 3 years straight. And for us to be in this kind of opportunity, we don't need to spend for an office. We don't need to spend for all these different things. We have an opportunity to go out, provide a service, and get paid for that. And I really want to convey that to everybody in the millennial marketers, the talent tribe, the social media marketing hopefuls. It's possible. And when I first got into this business, man, I just didn't believe it. When someone told me you could make money off of Facebook, I just didn't believe it. I was like,
yeah, dude.
Bullshit, man. So talk to me about the money. What does the money look like? How do people spend money with you? Talk to us more about that.
Okay, well, first off, the money it's great. It's amazing. It's like, all of it is profit, kind of, if you position yourself correctly, which I'll talk more about a little bit, as we dive deeper. But mainly, people charge anywhere. I charge personally anywhere between, on the low end, $1,500 to on the high end, $9,000 a month. For services, depending on what exactly they want, and more than anything, how much money the business wants to make. Because when you're talking to a business owner, guys, they're not worried about, they don't care about who you are, what your company comes from, what you offer. They want to know, okay, what's the first step in making us money? That's like 90% of the businesses out there. They don't care whether it's on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Match.com, Christian Mingle. They don't care, man. They just want to know exactly how you're going to make the money. So, yeah, our packages are pretty much anywhere between that, spectrum of $1,500 to $9,000. 2 months ago, we did 28,000 as an agency, and then last month we did 47, and now this month we're on track to hopefully do 47 again. Dude, it's hard to like scale, bro. I'm not gonna lie, man. When it's just like two dudes, it's just like, fuck, dude. You don't have any like people in play. I personally don't know anything about hiring. As like I said, you're constantly learning. It's a business, but yeah, money's great, man. There's a lot of freedom. I mean, I just work from a laptop and a phone. I'm at my apartment right now, and I'm just chilling, man. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, man. And you know what? I'm fighting into two people that watch this show. The first person has no money. They're not getting any deals, and they want to get into this. and they're just getting started out. The other person has like 3 or 4 clients, and they're making some kind of money. They're firing some clients, charging more, but they're having the same challenge. They're like, how do I scale? I've just got me or my partner, that kind of stuff. So I recommend for those guys watching my channel, watch a lot of my virtual assistant videos, my project management videos. SOPs, standard operating procedures, should be crucial. And if you're at that level, you really have to optimize your deal flow. So from your lead generation to lead qualification to lead conversion, all the way to lead follow-up, that should be all automated. Right now, in this moment, I have one person only making phone calls for my social media marketing agency business. That allows me to deliver on the deals that we get, and it allows me to keep my pipeline full, so I'm not riding that revenue roller coaster where 1 month I'm doing this, next month I do that, and I'm like, I got to stop taking on clients. And you'll see a lot of people on social media do this. I'm on a wait list. Oh, I'm on a wait list. And a lot of people think that's good. I'm like, man, that sucks. You mean to tell me that you're not getting paid at all until that time? Bro, you have problems, and you've got different problems. So just want to really convey that message to the audience, because different people watch this kind of this program. But, you know, I'm gonna jump off and let Eddie kind of serve you guys to get there to that particular point. Most people, their first thing to ask me is, Frank, I see the value in this, but I can't get leads. There's no leads. Dude, there's a million leads. Talk to us about the leads.
Dude. Oh my God. Okay, leads, dude. Jump on a freaking website called d7leadfinder.com and pick a niche. It could be anywhere between financial advisors to dog poop scoopers, anybody you want to choose. You type that in the keyword box, pick a city. There's tons of cities around the United States, and I guarantee you a minimum of like 40 leads is going to come up, and you can start making phone calls. Honestly, there you go. There it is. Dude,
all right.
I'm using that, bro. Like to this day.
So medical spa in Austin, Texas.
Yeah. Dude,
I need to get pretty like you, man. I need to stay young. It's like there's always someone younger coming in, dude, like this guy.
Yeah, dude, we still use that. Dude, people are charging for this stuff to throw it in courses. I'm like, dude, I'm just going to give it away. Like, people need to know about it.
Absolutely. Those are legit leads. You've got the emails, you've got the phone numbers, the address, the website. Ready. You can even export it to Windows or a CSV, a document. So this is great stuff right there. Always hitting us with the value. That's just what I love about everybody who comes on the show. They don't hold things to the chest. They share because they understand the opportunity that's out here. So, you know, those are your lead generations. And there's a million other ways to get leads that we've covered on this show. But when you find the leads, what's the next step?
When you find the leads, you need to come up with a presentation that you're going to put in front of them that's different from everybody else out there. Because guaranteed, like, there's tons of marketing agencies out there. It's not just you. It's not just me. It's not just Frank. It's not just anybody, bro. So you have to be different. And more than anything, if you're going to start off getting a steady pipeline of people, pick one niche, honestly, so that you can become an expert. You could dominate that one niche. Well, I mean, because I used to try to generalize and like get like financial advisors, freaking veterinarians and everybody, dude. And I was just like, oh my God, I got to learn so much about their business that I don't even know. It was not scalable at all, at least for the first step, you know? So step one is pick your niche. Honestly, just pick one. It could be anything you want, okay? And then from there, go about downloading as many lists from that, it's free, as possible. And then either, you know, reach out to them via email or cold call. Another thing you can do is just record yourself on video, dude. Like I noticed everybody was sending cold emails like, hey, you need more leads. Like, no one cares about that, dude. If they see that you're a real person, and if you get on video, record it with your iPhone, upload it on your Mac, and then attach it to the email, and then send it to them. That way they know, like, oh crap, he's saying my name. He's talking to me. He's not just saying, oh, you know, businesses and like everybody. You're trying to be lazy, dude. You're not going to get there being lazy by just sending mass cold emails out there. So yeah, dude, that's what I recommend, man. That's the next step, is just putting yourself in front of them in a valuable way and letting them know that you're there to help them more than anything, dude.
And that's what I really dig about your approach, is that you're very personable. You put yourself out there, you go after them. And a lot of guys are like, I don't want a cold call. You mean I got to pick up the phone? And they're like, there's a lot of these millennials, especially that are younger, you know, 18 to 25. They're scared to pick up the phone because their whole lives they've been texting and Snapchatting and Instagram and aiming and that kind of stuff. And that's great. There's a place for that. But if you want to talk to a business owner, somebody with money, who has a budget, who has a successful business that wants to grow, they want to see you face to face. They want to have a conversation with you. They want to know that you're a real person. And the email stuff may or may not work. And if it does work, it's real talk. It's like this. You send out 100 emails, 6% at best, or 6 of them respond to them. 3% of those people, or 3 people, book a meeting with you, and one of those 2 people actually go the next step. None of them might even close. So that's a real life talk when it comes to actually doing cold emails. And I do that. We have somebody on my team that only just does that job to build up that list and those pipelines. But we also follow up with phone calls. I phone call them. And like Eddie was saying, dude, like Eddie was saying, I'll pick up my phone and I'll go on their Facebook business profile and I'll send them a video message. Say, hey, what's going on? I'm the guy that wants to run your social media. Is your business ready for an influx of customers? And then now they get to see me over and over. We get more familiar together, and it's just great, man. So there's another way to take all of these little steps, by the way. If you haven't watched all the other shows, go watch all the other shows, because you're taking the best strategies from the best people in the industries, and I'm challenging you to add those to your game. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, every season they added one little thing, just one little thing to their game to keep them at that GOAT status, greatest of all time. And that's all that I'm doing. I'm trying to extract the nuggets out of Eddie out of here. I'm trying to get you to run it like Eddie. So Eddie, man, I love that approach. I love that philosophy. And it sounds so simple, because a lot of people are going to say, well, what do I say? I don't know what to say. What do I say, Eddie? What do I say? What do they say?
Oh, like when you're reaching out to them, like cold calling?
Absolutely, man. It's so scary. I don't even call my mom on the phone, you know? What do I say to them?
What do you say to them? Okay, there's this crazy approach. I'm going to tell you the way that I was getting through the door when I had zero credibility, bro. Okay? So check this out. I'm about to get away. So when I had zero credibility, I had no clients, I had no money, but I knew that I knew how to do it. You know, all I needed was that one shot, that one client. So what I did was I said this. I'm sure, you know, many of you have been, you know, I guess, absorbed enough content to know how to market something or know how to create an ad or, you know, create some sort of a funnel, right? So I would go in there and I would say, hey, how's it going? You know, Dr. So-and-so, or whoever you're on the phone with. Hi, Dr. So-and-so. My name's Eddie. Do you have like 2 minutes? Did I catch you at a bad time? Because you want to respect their time. And then you'd be like, oh, no, now's a great time. What's going on? I'm like, look, Doc, I need your help. And he says, okay. So I'm like, what's going on? Look, I just graduated an online marketing academy. I have, you know, a 4-year degree, right? I have a 4-year degree in like marketing. Okay. But I wanted to get my developer badge for insert social media here, my developer badge for Facebook. But in order to get it approved on my website, I actually need to just get results for a company like yours. In this case, I chose you because, you know, there's tons of us to graduate. So I picked a random city outside of where I live. So I was wondering if you could help me out with that. I'd love to get on a video call and show you the actual process of what's going on face to face. Would you have time for that? And he's gonna be like, you know what? Yeah. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna think about it this way. It's technically free leads. Okay. I'm not charging you a marketing fee. See, I'm actually doing this so that I can actually get approved. I need to get a check off from my instructor that I can start charging, you know, for this. And then afterward, if you like the results, we can talk about working together. But for now, I just need to get the results. I know everything about the process that we need to implement to get you those results, but I just need this one shot, Doc. And it'd be great if you could give it to me. And that's it. You'd be like, you know what? Yeah, you're a nice guy. That's it, dude. That's how you get your foot in the door, bro. That's it.
Re-watch that a million times if you're just getting started. I mean, that is textbook. And if you watch all the other interviews, you're going to see a trend. Everybody always starts to do stuff for free. And if you're just getting started out, I do recommend for you to do a trial with those around you, or even cold calls, just to get your foot in the door. And you get a result, you get a testimonial. And with those results, like Eddie was talking about, that is your bait. You put that on the hook. And even with the smallest piece of bait, you could still land a whale. You could still land a whale. And if you know me, I'm Moby Dick. I'm whale hunting every day, man. I'm trying to land them. And that's how you get that bait if you don't have any bait. If you have zero credibility, rewatch that a million times. So that's just world class, dude. And Eddie's a smooth talker, a slick talker. It doesn't have to be that smooth. It's got to say, yo, I just graduated from this program. I need my developer badge. I'm looking to partner with businesses. Can I work with you for free? You got to pay Facebook. You got to pay Instagram. You got to do this. It's super cheap. All I need is, you know, $100, $20, blah, blah, blah. And boom. Now you have that case study. And one of two things happens. Either they want to continue to work with you, or you get a testimonial. And then you can sell it to other people. And if you tell a doctor that you've already got results for, says, you know what, you don't want to work with me, that's fine. I'm going to take the money that you spent to the marketplace, and I'm going to go across the street or down the phone book, and I'm going to sell this to another doctor. They're going to be like, no.
Yeah, like, exactly.
Do you want to work with me exclusively? Because that's a little bit higher fee. And now they're like, boom, doctors have money, man. They want to spend money. They want to make more money. So this is
it's not that they want to. They need to, bro. They need tax write-offs, man. And we are the tax write-off.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so we've found the lead sources. We're getting to work with them. We're getting a shot if we're just getting started. But let's talk about people who are, you know what, man, I got kids to feed. So not all of us are 22. You know, not all of us can live that life. What if we got kids to feed? What if we got a baby mama, a wife, you know, all that stuff? We got to take care of them. How do you make some real bucks in this money or real bucks in this business?
Okay, well, how do you make some real bucks? First off, that your kid and your family and everything should be your motivation. And you should be making more money than a 22-year-old sitting in his apartment chilling out, okay? Because you have a reason to. I don't have a reason to make money, dude. I can go back to my mom's house and chill. But no, I'm not. That's not in me, man. I'm not a loser. I'm not a quitter, okay? So if you got your kids, man, you better start cold emailing, cold calling. Freaking, your hands better freeze from so many cold outreaches, bro. Like, that's how crazy you got to be, you know, invested into it, man, because you got a reason. I don't, man. I'm chilling, eating meal preps, wearing a Cubs hat, walking around my apartment complex. I'm the only kid here. I live in an apartment complex with doctors and dentists. I don't have a reason to scale to 100K a month. I don't need to, but I want to because it's fucking awesome, okay? That's it. Now, you got kids, man. If you're saying, oh, I don't have clients, I don't know what to do. It's not that you don't know what to do. It's that you know what to do, but you're getting stuck on choosing what to do first, okay? So think about this, dude. While you're calling, you can actually be sending cold emails, and you can automate the cold emails using something called Mailshake. So I'm gonna walk you through my process of prospecting, okay, completely for free. So after you downloaded your list in a CSV format from D7 Lead Finder for free, then you go to a website called Never Bounce. And Frank's pulling it up. Right there is where you clean your list of emails. Now, why you want to clean your list of emails is because if you send out, so many emails to a bad list and they bounce. Bounce is like when a check bounces, like when the check is no good. There's no one on the receiving end, or your account is bad. It's just gonna be you're gonna have a bad rap with Google or whoever your API server that you're sending the email from. Okay, so that's a great way to clean the list, and you're just gonna get a bunch of valid emails from people who are qualified to be your client. Okay, then after you've downloaded the clean list on Never Bounce, then you go ahead and put it into something automatically called Mailshake. It's like $9 a month, man. It's $9. Okay, so Mailshake is what I use to send automatic emails. Like I just pick an account, I send them automatically. Every day I'm sending at least 200 new emails. I keep it conservative, and that's pretty much yeah. So after that, you send, now that you have your whole cold email process set up, it's pretty simple. After that, now you're just in your sleep. You're sending cold emails, so it's pretty awesome. Then afterward, you can start, honestly, the number one thing that keeps people from cold calling is not that they don't have a process, not that they don't know what to say, it's just fear. So you need to really have a talk with yourself inside saying, hey, do I really want this? Okay, great. Well, what does it take? It takes, okay, if you can make at least 10 to 15 cold calls a day, I'm not saying 50 to 100, you're not Grant Cardone. I'm not trying to put in crazy numbers so you can, once you get to call 5, you're like, crap, this is actually hard. It is hard, okay? But when you're starting off, so if you can make 10 to 15 cold calls a day and at least get 2 appointments out of those 15 calls, then you're already winning, man. Because think about it. If you wouldn't have made those calls, you wouldn't have had those appointments. And out of those 2 appointments, if you can at least close 1 or 2 or, even both of them on a trial, letting them so they can see what you have to offer, then you're golden, man. That's it. All you got to do, the cold call, and plus, a cold call shouldn't be made to sell. You're never trying to sell on a cold outreach, okay? What the cold call should be made to do is solely to set up an appointment or a time to talk with this person who's qualified, who you're talking to, okay? Now, on the sales call, what you're basically going to do is just, ask them about their business and pre-qualify them. See if there's somebody you even want to work with, okay? See if they even have money to spend. See if they're spending money on marketing. check out what their budget is. Check out where they want to be. Find out more about them. Go deep, okay? You're not trying to say, hey, my product is perfect. You're trying to ask, hey, is this going to work for you? Am I a right fit for you? You're not trying to sell them something, because then they have buyer's remorse. They're going to ask for a refund, and you're going to be negative $1,700 by the end of the month because, you know, for whatever reason, because you forced them onto it, okay? So just build excitement behind the fact that you know what the solution is to their problem, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's pretty much it, man. That's Mailship. Really easy.
Man, that is money right there. And everything that he said, I'm in full alignment with. And, you know, I love for people to make those cold calls out there. And if you're just getting started and you've never done it, it is a lot. It is mentally and physically exhausting. Your brain will be exhausted. You have to go to sleep to recharge your battery and stuff. It's just, especially when you get old like me, you don't have that young swagger like Eddie over there, running around the nice apartment complex where doctors and lawyers. That's crazy. So he's living in an apartment complex where doctors and lawyers and dentists, they're working throughout the day, and Eddie's just chilling, walking, you know, wearing a t-shirt and a Cubs hat, being like, man, I'm bored. Where's everybody at? You know, because he doesn't worry about that. And that's a cool lifestyle to be. That's a cool opportunity for him. And you can design this life to be wherever you want. Like right now I'm in Playa del Carmen. I'm making money off my agency and other businesses. They're all virtual. When I first got started, all of my businesses were brick and mortar. I was a realtor making a lot of money down in Austin, Texas, but I still had to be there unlocking doors, showing houses, listen to couples argue about the colors of the bathroom doors or something like that. And I'm like, man, there's got to be more to life than just sitting in rush hour traffic in Austin, Texas. And so I made a decision to take my business 100% online and do this business model. And I really like it. I come out here for free. You don't got to pay for my interviews with awesome studs like, you know, Eddie to get these nuggets, because I believe in this and he believes in this too. So Eddie, you know, you gave a lot of value here. We ran over a time a little bit. I definitely want to respect your time. Where can people find more about you, bro? Where can we get connected with you?
I actually have a group called Live in La Vida also. So if you guys want extra value there too, you can go ahead and join. It's called Live in La Vida Laptop. It literally has a Corona on it. And yeah, pretty much there. I'm going to be, you know, outreaching to a lot of people. That's where I can communicate with everybody as a whole, you know. Another thing is my Facebook is Eddie Silva. It looks like e-commerce, like these big guys who I'm selling high ticket to. That, you know, if they're looking on Facebook, I want to make sure they see my photo where I look semi-professional. I don't look freaking 20-year-old scratching his balls all day. So yeah, that's what you can find me on Facebook, Eddie Angel Silva. And then my group is called Live in La Vida. It should.
Is there a G, living?
Actually, yeah, it's with a G.
All right, I think this is it right here. Oh. Living La Vida Loca, no. Living La Vida Laptop.
Yeah.
I put Viva. It's funny. It's crazy because I'm like speaking English and Spanish in my head. I'm just like nuts. I don't even know where I'm at in the world. So Living La Vida Laptop.
Oh, you put Living Laptop. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
There it is right here. Boom. You got a new member, man. So dude, I would not put you guys in front of Eddie and vice versa if he wasn't legit, man. This is a stone cold killer. I know he looks like all innocent and young, but this guy's an assassin, man. You could put this guy in any marketplace, any niche, any business. You could take away all his money right now, and he could pay it back by the end of the week. Easily, because he knows the value to his business. I want to end this off strong. Not that we haven't been strong. We've been super strong. We've been Superman strong today. Yeah. But I want to really drive some points home for the audience. What is the unique selling proposition of a social media marketing agency versus a regular marketing agency?
Of a social media marketing agency?
Yes, sir.
The number one thing I say is, because here's the thing, dude, when most business owners, when you get in front of them, a regular marketing agency is like, yeah, we're going to put you in front of people. I say one thing and I get them, and this is the hook. This is what you have to memorize, okay? I say my stuff is trackable. I can give you a sheet of who we're getting in front of, when, who's clicking, why they clicked, and how much money they've spent with you this week. Trackability. That's what and then they're like, wow, Like, I'm like, go track how many people walked in because of your radio ad, please. Once you can get me that data, you're golden. I'll pay you money because I'm wrong, but I know I'm not wrong. And that's the thing. When you present to them with like a traceable sort of trackable thing that they can see, I mean, the thing is, most of them don't read it, but just that, it's like that much more valuable that you have a database for them. Like that's the asset more than anything. Not just paid traffic, not just, messenger bot ads, not just Instagram ads. No, it's the database of customers that you build for them. Because guess what? You can email those customers another promo, and let's say 5% of the 100 people walk in. That's 5 new people just by one email. The next day you already have, this is the money. Like the list is the money, man. So that's what I show them. I always let them know that I'm going to leave them with a digital asset, whether or not we keep working together in the future, which is why they keep working with me, because they're like, this kid's like just stacking on value, So
I love it. And to really drive that point home, when I was 20 years old, I dropped out of college my senior year to start my very first business. I had a great income from a sales job. I was selling cell phones all throughout college. I'd win cell phones. I'd sell them to my fraternity brothers because they, go party. And then, hey, Frank, I need a phone. I was like, well, give me daddy's credit card, go to the ATM, and I need $600, boom. And now I'm getting stacks, and I'm like 18, 19, making a very, very nice, $80,000, $90,000 per year working part-time. And I took that money, and I was paying for my own school. And I was about to go to Texas State, pay for my senior year, 50 grand. But I was like, man, I should take this money and start my own business. Like, what is a degree going to do for me? I'm not going to get Social Security. I'm not going to get to a company that's going to give me a pension with a gold watch at the end of 50 years. That doesn't exist. I'm paying into something that doesn't exist. This is an antiquated society. And I think the internet's going to be huge. This is like 2008. I think it's going to be huge, but I'm not certain yet. But I can't do another year at Texas State. I just can't do it. So what I did is I took that money and I invested into my business. So I had a spray tanning business back then. So I get my employees, I get my location, I get my decorations, I get my signs, I get my flyers, I get my stuff. But no one's opening up doors. Like, oh crap, you know what? I need to spend money in marketing. People need to know about me. So I'm at this networking meeting. I meet this guy working for Valpak. If you're with Valpak, screw you. So this guy convinced me to give him my last $10,000. I'm 20 years old. I've never spent $10,000 on anything in my life. And I give this guy just $10,000 cash. And he's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to put your one coupon into this envelope full of like 500 other coupons in front of this zip code, and you're going to get to the business. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that makes total sense. I give him my 10 grand. We do this. Crickets. Not even one person came in to that thing, and I couldn't measure how many people opened that. I couldn't track any of that kind of stuff. And I have a personal pain with business owners making these Flintstone marketing techniques when we live in the world of the Jetsons, with video conferencing right now, with social media, with all the stuff about, with funnels and upsells and downsells and pixels and chatbots and all these crazy things didn't exist 10 years ago. And that's okay, because there was nobody like myself. And the reason that I do this show is because I wish somebody would guide me, because the only motivation that I had, you're going to love this, my only motivation that I had was the 2008 album from T.I. with him and That's all I had. And it was like, give me a hype or whatever, but it didn't educate me. It didn't serve me. And I would listen to that every day because it would brainwash me. That said, okay, I got to figure something out. And then I finally figured out Facebook back in 2008. I was one of the first people using Facebook ads, back in the late 2000s. And it was like, they were trying out pilot programs with me. And I was like, holy crap, this stuff is working. And I got to use that for my own businesses. I then transferred that to, grow it into a franchise at the age of 23. I then got those skills and I used them into my real estate career to launch my real estate career. And this was all great, but I realized that I didn't like that brick and mortar aspect. It costs money to pay people. It costs taxes to have an actual physical space in counties and stuff. I didn't know that. It's like, what the hell is this? Why do I have to pay $2,500 a year just to be having a post office box here? It's ridiculous. And so 2 years ago, October of 2015, I decided to cut myself off of real estate money and only focus on this. And I'm telling you guys, the freedom, the opportunity, the growth, we just got started. And somebody like Eddie, who's only 22 years old, a year ago, college degree, not being able to, go to the route that he wanted. I'm sure you had offers. I'm sure you had people trying to give you 40, 30 grand, 50 grand this, but not.
I mean, I actually dropped college, bro. But my friends, I saw them graduating early, opportunities stupid. Like, I had 2 years to go, so I'm like, I don't want to do this. I dropped out.
I love it, man. Me too. I dropped out my senior year, and that's not a bad thing. I think that certain people need college and other people don't. If you're watching this, I'm pretty sure you're an entrepreneur, or you at least want to be one, and the only thing stopping you from success is your mind, man. That's it. Because if you can pick up what we're trying to, convey to you guys, that's it, man. That's it. So, Eddie, anything that you want to tell the cool kids before we leave?
Oh, dude, read, man. That is like my strength right there, man. Like, my parents were doubtful of me, man. Everybody, like, no one believed in me except the dude in that room. He's also my partner, man. Like, it was just, man. So honestly, just educate yourself and like brainwash yourself and juice yourself up like positivity, whether it's a song, whether it's a book, whether it's an audio book, anything, man. But know this, man. If we do it, don't feel so alone, man. Because when we're first starting, we're just like, dude, like, how do we do this? We don't know anybody doing this in our area, man. Like, no one, we don't understand this shit, So it's really hard to conceive in your mind that you're gonna do it. And that's just, I mean, more than anything, just believe in yourself. Because I know you can. And anybody can. That's the thing. There's 19-year-old kids making $2 million a year online. Like, what the? You know what I'm saying? So it's already happening. It's not a 4-minute mile anymore. Everybody's running it, man. Everybody. Like, even me, I'm just like, hey, what's up, guys? I'm just a normal kid from Texas. But it's like, it's happening. So it's just a matter of you making it happen for yourself. And it's totally possible, man. Everybody can, and especially you watching this. So that's it, man.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for being on here. We really appreciate it. If you want to follow my boy, look him up. Go to his Facebook group. I'm going to be in there. A lot of diamonds that you saw being shared are going to be there. And he's right. If a lot of people around you, they're not going to understand this opportunity. I'm in a cafe right now. People are like, who the hell is this guy talking to right now? Like, why does he have pink headphones in, a little bright neon blue shirt, and who's he talking to? Like, of course, they don't understand. Some people just don't get it, and that's okay. We're not doing something people should get. That's why people pay us what they pay us, because we're living 5 to 7 years in the future. And if you can just internalize that concept, there's going to be a lot of opportunity for you. So follow my boy, reach out to him, send him a message, tell him the talented one sent you, that you saw him on our YouTube channel, that our Facebook profiles, on LinkedIn. Man, thanks a lot for being here. Really appreciate it.
No problem, dude. You be safe, man. See you soon.